Hello, Katrina here from Mindful Nurse Gardener. I thought I would come on here and share a practice that I've been sharing with some clients and people I've been meeting and my family and using it myself. I really like it. I call it the mirror of the future self. And it's a practice that we can use to project ourselves into the future moment. And by observing what we see, we feel, and recognize about ourselves in that future state. So, how this can be supportive and how I've experienced it and how I've seen it support others is, in those moments when you can feel like there may be some doubt, there may be some resistance to even, and this came up the other day for me too, and I forgot about this. The that resistance to feel goodness or to feel happy or to feel joy, or that resistance that you know that might be even core beliefs that we don't deserve good things, or that we are not good enough, so why would we deserve something like this, right? So I find that this visualization and this mindful visualization, which involves breath, can be really supportive to help get into that energy of what we want to reflect in the world, what we want to reflect and feel within ourselves, and where our attention goes, that's what we grow. So yeah, and that's where the energy flows, right? So this is a practice I'd like to share with you. And if it is something that resonates with you, you can stay here and practice it. It can be done daily if you want. It can be done weekly with some journaling. And yeah, I just thought this is something I'd like to share out there in the world. So again, this practice, I'll give you the why. It's about observing and seeing and feeling and recognizing yourself in a future state. It is to support that chosen reality by aligning your current actions, your current thoughts and emotions with your future self to where you wish yourself to become. If you're having a hard time where you're at, which that's life. We have moments, some more than others, depending on the day, depending on where we're at with our healing and journey and our recovery, right? So this is a practice to align us with our chosen reality by aligning our current actions, thoughts, and emotions with our future self that we wish to become. This practice is about projecting ourselves into that future moment and observing what we see, what we feel, what we might sense and recognize about ourselves in that future state. So that sense of like what's coming up in your body, what you may be feeling, like there could be some emotions that are coming up, some gratitude. It could be the way that you see yourself and the way that you can, it could be an expression. We'll get into it more here. So think about your garden. Your brain is like a garden, okay? Your brain and body, I would even say, because there's that connection, right? So every thought, emotion, and action is like a seed, right? And when you consistently plant seeds that match the kind of human you want to be it calm, compassionate, confident in yourself, then, we're rewiring that your brain through that neuroplasticity. And over time, those seeds will grow into strong neural pathways, and that making us into a version of that's going to be our default eventually. So if I think about over time how I have different practices and I could visualize myself into the future, I was naturally doing this. Sometimes I'd we can project ourselves out of where we are in the present moment to not deal with the present moment. But this is just a moment in time that we'll take ourselves there, and then we can take that, we'll visualize our future self to bring that sensation, those feelings that feel amazing, and bring it into the present moment. So remember, this practice can be adapted to suit you, and also if you don't like this recording, maybe you can record it yourself in a way that you like to, show up. Yeah. So now we'll just get into the practice. So the steps, what I like to do is to ground first. So we'll take 3 deep breaths. Just notice where you are in this moment first. I'm not going to rush. Just finding your breath wherever it is, not, over analyzing it or judging your breath or where you're at in this moment. It's finding a seat, a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Maybe pause the video if you need to do that. And just noticing your feet on the ground where you're sitting. Allow your shoulders to drop. Just remind yourself that you have found a safe, comfortable place to come and practice this. You won't be disturbed. The rest of the world will be there when you come back. You can either have your eyes closed or open, your choice, always in choice. And then coming to your breath again. So we'll take 3 deep breaths with holding at the top and a long exhale. So a nice deep breath. And a nice long exhale. Just releasing anything. And one more nice deep breath in, hold at the top. And a nice long exhale. Supporting us to get into that parasympathetic nervous system. So I invite you to start to visualize a future self. There doesn't need to be any timeline. Just imagine yourself there. Notice maybe you're in a specific place. Maybe it's in your home. Maybe it's in your workplace. Maybe it's, in your happy place. Maybe there's a place you've been traveling in the world. Maybe it's in your garden. Just imagine yourself there. Imagine yourself, what you're doing. Maybe it's just the expression on your face. Could be your posture. Your energy that you're holding. Maybe it's something else in it all together. Just whatever's coming up for you. Just imagine yourself there. Maybe it's even a sensation within your body that's coming up for you. It could be a sense of gratitude. It could be a sense of accomplishment. It could be a sense of just feeling peace. It could be quiet, calm, sense of love, compassion for yourself, for those around you. Just take a moment to embody that. Where does it show up for you in your body? remembering to breathe. So maybe you want to ask yourself, your future self, what does this future self know that I don't know yet? If the questions don't come to you right away, that's okay. Sit with that. What habits or beliefs did this future self release to arrive here? In this moment, in that future moment. So what habits or beliefs did this future self release to arrive here today? This breathing. What daily practices does this future self maintain? Finding your breath again. So to receive that reflection, that mirror of yourself, that future self, just allow any images or words, they may have come up already, or feelings to arise, those sensations I talked about. Maybe they're there still. Maybe you're noticing a smile on your face. Maybe you're noticing a sense of warmth in your body. Maybe it's just peaceful, whatever it is for you. It's yours. No need to force or analyze, or just receive whatever that is. And to anchor in the vision that you're bringing in of that future self of you, you can choose one symbol or word or gesture that represents that future self. And this could be a daily reminder for you. Could be I'm okay to be at peace. You've got this. Look at you. Whatever it is, and there could be a feeling in that, a sensation, you know? Now taking a moment with your breath again to return to the present moment. Taking those 3 deep grounding breaths again. At whatever pace you need them to be. Just noticing your feet on the ground, yourself sitting or lying wherever you are. And if your eyes were closed, opening your eyes again and taking a moment to write down what came up for you, what you saw, what you felt. Maybe this is that time that you put a reminder in your phone every day to come back to this place. Maybe it's a reminder with a post-it note. Maybe it's a reminder with a bracelet that reminds you that you can associate this memory with, this future self sensation, that visualization. Maybe it's a phrase you put up on a bulletin board. Maybe it's a phrase you write down somewhere, you can see it. You can repeat this daily. You can repeat this weekly. This is not a fixed image. We're always changing, right? It's this and something better. So you may notice your choices as you integrate this in are starting to align more with that vision, that future self. And this is not to be a rushed process. This is time just to sit and be within that feeling, knowing that you have the ability to access this, even on those days that felt like you couldn't appreciate what's happening around you, or it just felt so inaccessible, right? And you may want to journal and write some of these things out and just see what comes up for you, right? So those 3 questions, I'll put them in the discussion for you. And if that's something you choose as well. So I hope this was helpful. Again, if, yeah, just try it out, see if it works. This is a practice to help you ground and reflect that future self, but bring it into the back to yourself in this present moment so you can feel those things and to reflect those things that you want to embody, to bring that energy into your present moment each day. Yeah, beautiful thing. Okay, take care. Bye.